Technology has brought about many problems, cybercrime and cyberbullying, and a lot more. But what we forget is that it's given us an opportunity to share the wildest of things. Without video proof, no one would have believed you if you said, "I saw an ape walking on a rope bridge like a clown." Or if you told someone you saw a terrapin shoo away two adult lions, would they believe you? Nope. But these are the olden days. Now you can just record a frog sitting on a fish's face and put it on the internet. Here are 1 in a million moments that you wouldn't believe if they weren't recorded. But before we begin, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you don't want this little guy taking a shower in your sink. Alright, let's get started. The one thing you don't want coming near your baby is a cobra. However, it looks like the parent of this baby didn't get that memo because this kid is surrounded by 4 cobras. And not just that, it's sleeping peacefully too. It might look edited, but it's all real. In fact, the truth is, king cobras rarely ever bite. They only resort to attacking when they're completely cornered or trying to protect their eggs. The silly cobras might think this baby is their egg. Other than that, there's no reason that 4 venomous creatures could be protecting a helpless child so peacefully. Eagles are vicious creatures. Maybe that's why they're the national animal of the U.S. But have you ever seen one as cruel as this particular eagle? The deer tries hard to get up, but the eagle reels it back in by literally clawing into its skin. The deer might be bigger than the bird, but it's not faster, that's for sure. What's even weirder is that eagles usually eat smaller mammals such as rabbits. Sometimes they eat decaying meat, but for an eagle to go after such a huge target is quite impressive. At least you won't have to worry about what to hunt for another day or two. Here's a joke. Why couldn't the chicken cross the road? Because of these wild horses, duh! Believe it or not, but these horses are part of a traditional Native American ritual. The Tao Michaels Memorial is held every July, where a whole group of horses run wild on the road. It's to remember Tao Michael, who was a cowboy that died at the young age of 21 back in 2006. But this bit is just the tip of the iceberg of the whole parade that lasts up to multiple days. There are dances, rodeos, and the election of the next 5 members of the Blackfeet Business Council takes place here too. What a wonderful tradition to be a part of. Wildlife photographers get to see a lot of wacky things, but can anything top a frog sitting on top of a huge koi fish? David Jenkins was just visiting the botanical gardens in Sweden when he saw this bizarre view. Apparently, the frog had been sitting on the poor fish's face all day. Some workers even said that the fish would bump into other fish because it couldn't see what was going on. We'll tell you what's going on. This is a mating grip, but it's usually done between a female and a male frog when he tries to fertilize the eggs. And when you don't find any females to latch onto, they jump onto the next best thing. Shh, no one told the fish that it's the second option. A big step for evolution was when primates learned to walk on 2 feet. And if there's one ape who's enjoying that the most, it's this one. Gibbon apes are the clowns of the primate family. Just look at his movements, swinging side to side as if there's a safety net ready to catch the fellow if he falls. Thankfully, he has 2 long arms to trick psychics onto the side. There's a reason why lions are called the kings of the jungle. No one can mess with them, especially someone 1/10 their size. Except this one instance, these 2 lions come here every day to their watering hole to quench their thirst. But they're not the only ones who live there. This terrapin also resides in the watering hole, and today he did not want any guests. Who knew terrapins were so selfish? The tiny creature managed to hinder and confuse the lions every time they tried to take a sip. He managed to shoo them away from their own watering hole. Dogs attack cats and cats attack rats. That's the one rule of nature everyone knows. However, this dog was feeling very bold and decided to go up against two cats. Not just any cats, two big cats. He marched up right to them and started barking away, inviting them to a fight. Surprisingly, the lions didn't even take a step forward towards the dog. Looks like they had their bellies full and knew exactly what this mutt was up to. Whoever the dog belongs to, maybe you should put a leash on him because the lions won't be generous the next time. It's a very weird scene that wild animals meet modern human areas. Usually, animals don't know what to make of our infrastructure, but this ostrich knew exactly what to do on this road and started sprinting at a speed of 70 kilometers per hour. The cyclists who were filming this were so startled in this situation that they fell off their bikes laughing. Usually, ostriches aren't the nicest animals, but this racer one decided to let them go and went on about his day. Usually, hunters have really good hand-to-eye coordination. After all, they need to make a shot from miles away. And if it's birds, you need to know exactly where to hit, or you might just scare away your target. Then there's the hunter that can easily catch a flying bird without even looking. He doesn't even need that gun to take down birds. There are many natural phenomena on Earth that you don't want to be near. Take this for example. Because of global warming, glaciers breaking and melting has become more common. But when they break or melt, it's not just a flood that comes by. It picks up absolutely everything in its way, causing a huge mud flood. These are actually worse because they cause so much more destruction and deaths. The clip you're watching occurred in Gilgit Valley of Pakistan, where this is becoming a regular instance. Islands are nature's haven, especially because much of the wildlife there is protected, which gives you a great spectacle sponsored by Mother Nature. In the Galapagos, there resides a very special type of puffin, the blue sula. These birds like to munch on small fish. That interesting though, what will blow your mind is how they hunt. A flock of about 100 birds will dive right in all together, disappear for a moment, and rise back up. It all looks like a magic trick. The chances of getting struck by lightning twice in a day are more than getting eaten by a shark. But the chances of you getting chased by orcas is even less than that. Either everyone on this motorboat has really bad luck or they summon the orca themselves. Orcas don't generally jump out of the water like this since it's a lot of energy, but sometimes they just do it for fun. And sometimes they're the ones running away from danger. But there's no need for you to worry though, they rarely attack humans and here they're just playing around. And it makes for an awesome scene. Groundhogs are not a people animal. That's why they dig burrows and sit in them all the time trying to avoid people. And when this one was caught, it would not stop screaming like an old lady. They only do this when they think they're in extreme danger. It's their way of telling their other friends that they're in a real pickle. Most people are scared of tiny little spiders and creepy crawlers, but this lady will not be fazed by such insects. This is a jungle nymph and one of the largest insects in the world. In fact, they're already the largest stick bug out there. But just look how vibrant they are. These colors help them blend in with their surroundings and hide away from predators. Even weirder are their eggs, which look like tiny little dino eggs. On top of that, their eggs have to be kept moist at all times. How unusual! We've all seen Pixar's A Bug's Life, but have you seen the director's cut scene? This stick bug got stuck on a car's antenna and just decided to chill there for a bit. Did you know that stick bugs are actually a sign that you need to be patient? If you're waiting for a big thing to happen and you see a stick bug, don't scream and run away. This is probably a sign that good things are coming your way. Not all lionesses are good at hunting. Some of them just truly suck at their job, like this one. The lioness had all the perfect conditions. The gazelle was steady and calm in one position. The predator could have easily gotten away. But this lioness rushed things a bit too much, and the gazelle ran away in the blink of an eye. Looks like the gazelle's luck came through. Sometimes even animals get tired of meeting visitors all the time, especially in safari parks. And when they get tired, they get grumpy and angry, especially lions. When a very noisy bus of visitors came up to a couple of lions, they were fed up. That's why the lioness planned to make a jump across the ridge and attack the visitors. However, lions don't take physics classes, and she miscalculated this jump hugely. In fact, she ended up falling down the ridge all Lion King style. Lions are very sociable creatures. In fact, they're the only creatures that live in groups or prides. Their prides can be just 2 lions and sometimes up to 40. They've rarely ever been caught on camera in such a huge number because, let's be honest, who's willing to photograph 40 lions at once? Somehow, this pride of 20 lions went to drink all together, and they were captured in clear daylight. The cameraman has to be really brave. One wrong move and he could have died. Eagles are notorious for their extremely sharp eyesight, and when they set their eye on prey, they make sure to bring it back to their nest. This case is a little different though. The eagle was fighting a kung fu rabbit and had no idea. As soon as the eagle swooped down, the rabbit made a perfectly timed jump and dodged the eagle. It all happened so fast that if it weren't caught on camera, you would have never noticed it. When it comes to big cats, tigers and lions take all the spotlight. But you should forget about bobcats. They have some good tricks up their paws as well. Someone caught this bobcat showing off its agility and balancing skills on a pier. Other than balancing, these creatures can kill anyone up to 8 times their size, so it's a good thing the cameraman stayed far away from it. Southeast Asia is known for its tropical rains and regular tsunamis. But how about a waterspout? This massively terrifying waterspout almost tore through the entire Malaysian city of Tanjung Tekong. The spout was said to be spinning near the island's shores for around 5 minutes before it approached this humongous skyscraper and decided not today. If that's not the luckiest day for the people living in the skyscraper, we don't know what is. Stray dog saves the goal. This stray dog sneaked into the field right when one of the players was about to score. The dog ran across the goalpost and prevented the ball from going in. I'm not sure if the fans of the scoring team were happy with it, but I bet the goalkeeper was elated. Sheep get struck twice. These Good Samaritans saw a sheep tightly stuck in a ditch and decided to help it out. As expected, the sheep ran off immediately, only for it to fall into the same ditch a few steps away. Clearly, it was going to need more than one saving. I doubt it ever got home. Monkeys dive in pool. While everyone else was stuck in lockdown and no forms of pool parties were allowed, these monkeys saw it as the right opportunity to hold their own. They climbed to the highest point of the shade nearby and jumped into the swimming pool. They then swim their way out and repeat the process. Girl wins cotton candy eating challenge. If you want to learn how to make a cotton candy disappear, then this is the right person to teach you. She was graceful for a minute and monster in the next. Then she acted like nothing had just happened. Made up during earthquake. In July 5th of 2019, Ali J was filming a makeup tutorial when one of the biggest earthquakes happened. While we expect perfection during makeup tutorial, that was not the case here. Just when she was about to apply lipstick on the lower lip, her room began to shake violently, and her lipstick went across her cheek. Luckily, the earthquake passed after a few minutes. She was terrified but safe. Surfing with a shark twice. Surfing is one of the most exciting sports for adrenaline junkies across the globe. But things can really get out of hand when waves become too strong, or worse, when you're attacked by a shark. In 2015, during the World Surfing Championship, a pro surfer, Fanning, was chilling in the water at Jeffreys Bay in South Africa when he suddenly felt something on his board. He put 2 and 2 together and realized that he was being attacked by a shark. Luckily, he was able to break free and swam towards the shoe while the race officials came to his rescue. 2 years later, at the same championship, the exact event repeated itself. That was Fanning's last sign as he retired right after. There are people in this world that are so competitive that they wouldn't let anything get in their way of winning. Yes, even misfortunes. This woman's racket during a table tennis tournament, but she was not willing to lose a point. She kept the game going by using her head as a racket, and boy, she was good at it. Kangal dominates Tiger in this footage. Kangals and Tiger are in captivity. From the look of things, the Kangal had dominance over the Tiger. The Kangal repeatedly attacked the Tiger, but the Tiger was not willing to fight back. It looks as though he didn't make much effort in defending himself like a normal tiger would. Having conquered the tiger, the Kangal then went on to establish dominance with the lions. But that did not happen. One of the lions literally took the meat off the Kangal's mouth and ate it while the Kangal watched. Feeling very frustrated, the Kangal decided to take it out of the soft target, the tiger. The Kangal attacked the tiger, and again the tiger did not fight back. Roosters are supposed to be the ones who protect hens, but here it looks like he's got associated with some bad geese. Considering these geese are super aggressive animals, something really bad went down for this one to bite the rooster that hard. And when it finally goes down, the rooster runs for his life to find some shelter with the hens. Well, who would have thought the internet would give us such a cowardly rooster? That's a wrap for moments you wouldn't have believed if they weren't filmed. Which one was your favorite? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to Forever Green for videos like this. See you on the next one.